Imagine standing on the surface of the moon. No wind, no sound, just silence, so complete it almost feels alive. Now imagine knowing that no matter what you do next, history will remember someone else's footsteps first. This is not the story of the first man on the moon. This is the story of the man who helped make it possible, Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin was born Edwin Eugene Aldrin Jr. on January 20th, 1930 in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. From the start, flight was part of his world. His father was an Army aviator, and airplanes were a constant presence in his childhood. The nickname Buzz came from his younger sister, who mispronounced brother as Buzzer. The name stuck and eventually became legally his. Aldrin was driven, disciplined, and brilliant. He attended the United States Military Academy at West Point, graduating third in his class in 1951 with a degree in mechanical engineering. This wasn't just academic success, it was a signal of the kind of mind he had: analytical, precise, and relentlessly focused. After West Point, Aldrin joined the U.S. Air Force and became a fighter pilot during the Korean War. He flew 66 combat missions and shot down 2 enemy aircraft. These experiences shaped him deeply. Flying wasn't a thrill, it was a responsibility. Precision mattered. Lives depended on it. After the war, Aldrin continued his education, earning a doctorate in astronautics from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. His doctoral thesis focused on orbital rendezvous, the complex problem of how spacecraft could meet and dock in orbit. At the time, this was a theoretical exercise. Soon, it would become essential to landing humans on the moon. In 1963, Aldrin was selected as part of NASA's third group of astronauts. Unlike many of his colleagues, he wasn't a test pilot from the Mercury 7 era. He was something new, a scientist astronaut. His deep understanding of orbital mechanics would soon change how space missions were conducted. Aldrin first flew into space in 1966 aboard Gemini 12, the final mission of the Gemini program. The goal was to solve a problem that had plagued NASA. Astronauts struggled to work outside their spacecraft. Spacewalks left them exhausted and disoriented. Aldrin approached the problem scientifically. He trained underwater, simulating weightlessness, and developed techniques that allowed him to work calmly and effectively in space. Gemini 12 was a success. Aldrin completed multiple spacewalks, proving that astronauts could perform complex tasks outside a spacecraft. This wasn't flashy, it didn't make headlines, but without it, the moon landing would have been impossible. Then came Apollo 11. On July 16, 1969, Aldrin launched into space alongside Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins. Their destination was the moon, a goal set by President John F. Kennedy 8 years earlier during the height of the Cold War. The mission wasn't just about exploration, it was about technology, national pride, and proving what was possible. 4 days later, the lunar module Eagle separated from the command module and began its descent. Armstrong was the commander, Aldrin was the lunar module pilot. Inside Eagle, alarms sounded as the onboard computer became overloaded. Armstrong took manual control, guiding the spacecraft to a safe landing site with fuel dangerously low. When Eagle finally touched down, Armstrong radioed the words that would echo through history. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Hours later, Armstrong stepped on the moon first, then came Aldrin. Aldrin described the surface as magnificent desolation. He moved carefully, deliberately, aware that every motion mattered. The two men planted the American flag, collected samples, conducted experiments, and spoke with the President of the United States from the surface of another world. Aldrin also performed a quiet, deeply personal act. As a devout Presbyterian, he took communion on the moon. a private moment of reflection and gratitude broadcast only in his own heart. For just over 2 hours, Aldrin and Armstrong walked on the moon. Michael Collins orbited above, alone in the command module, ensuring their safe return. When Apollo 11 came home, the astronauts were instantly transformed into global icons. But fame is a strange gravity. Despite his achievements, Aldrin struggled deeply after returning to Earth. The world celebrated the mission, but Aldrin felt lost. The structure, purpose, and clarity of spaceflight were gone. He faced depression and alcoholism, challenges he would later speak about openly and honestly. For years, Aldrin felt overshadowed by the narrative of the first man. But history doesn't move forward on single footsteps. It moves on systems, teams, and minds. And Aldrin's contributions were foundational. His work on orbital rendezvous shaped not only Apollo, but every space mission that followed. In the 1970s, Aldrin retired from NASA and the Air Force. Instead of fading quietly, he reinvented himself. He became a vocal advocate for space exploration, particularly human missions to Mars. He proposed innovative concepts like the Aldrin Mars Cycler, a spacecraft trajectory that could make regular travel between Earth and Mars more efficient. Aldrin also became something rare among heroes: honest. He spoke publicly about mental health, about the difficulty of returning to normal life after extraordinary achievement. In doing so, he helped redefine what strength looks like. Over the decades, Aldrin remained a public figure, sometimes controversial, always outspoken. He defended science, criticized bureaucracy, and reminded the world that space exploration is not about nostalgia, but about the future. Today, Buzz Aldrin is recognized not just as the second man on the moon, but as one of the most important thinkers in human spaceflight. His legacy isn't defined by the order of footsteps, but by the depth of impact. He once said, "If you can conquer space, you can conquer childhood diseases." For Aldrin, space was never an escape from Earth. It was a way to improve it. Buzz Aldrin didn't chase fame. He chased solutions. And in doing so, he helped humanity leave its home planet and imagine what comes next.